And good morning, everybody. It is Fabulous Friday featuring Dylan Martinez Meggerson. Now, Dylan, I have actually known you for years because I'm good friends with your mum, very good friends. And I've watched you grow and become the man you are. And I'm so excited to have you on here because you have something wonderful to share. And I'm going to let you say what you're doing now. And I'm just here. I just love it. I love it when young people step into themselves and blossom and grow. So please, Dylan, take it away. Tell us what you're up to nowadays.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me and taking the time to speak with me. I think it all started when I graduated high school was when I started to really figure out who I was, and I've sat and I've worked with you, and you've helped me through things that I needed to get through, and now I can say from 2019 to 2025 the amount of growth that I've seen is it's amazing, and I'm just really happy to be where I am right now. And I thank you for that. I thank my family and everyone else who supported me. As for what I'm doing right now, I am pursuing my dreams and my passions that I've had since I was born. And I always wanted to be a professional soccer player growing up. My family always supported me in my dreams and told me if I wanted to be a professional soccer player, they would be there. They would be there for me. It didn't quite work out that way, but now I get my second chance to be in the profession of soccer. And I'm running my own adult soccer classes now, focused on the fundamentals of soccer. We just want to have fun, build community, instill confidence, and show everybody the love of the game. And it's a lot of fun out there.
Oh, it is. And I went along to one of your sessions and it was so fun. I got really competitive. It's like you can't help it. It's like that little inner kid in you gets going.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, this is fun. Even though I was as slow as a tortoise, it doesn't matter. I was still running around. And you are brilliant at explaining the skills for people.
Thank you.
Really good. You literally do it, Dylan. I actually just didn't know some of those nuances at all, and neither did my husband. Okay. So, and he used to play, sort of like with other kids. And when he was a little kid in England, he would be on that. And he follows, so he's Manchester United. And I know you're Manchester City, aren't you?
Right now I support City, but I'm more of a player fan. My favorite is Ronaldo. And so I was a Man U fan for a little bit, but I just really followed him everywhere. So I think right now I'm City because I grew up playing striker and I love goal scorers, and Erling Haaland is my favorite goal scorer right now. So City, I'm supporting City, but they're not doing too well in the league right now. So Ronaldo scoring goals right now. Happy birthday, Ronaldo! Just turned 40. So I mean, somewhere there's something good going on for me in the soccer world.
There you go. I love that. And it is fun to follow these people because because when we model people like that, then we become them ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is because when they are stepping into their greatness, well, what do they do every day?
Mm-hmm.
How do they eat? How do they act? We follow these people, and you have these people that you admire, and well, actually, what are they doing?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's consistency, isn't it? You didn't just wake up one day, Dylan, and became really good at playing soccer. You might have had an aptitude for it. You had to work really hard for that.
Yeah.
You did.
That was an everyday thing, 100%. My dad, took me to every soccer practice, and my mom and my dad took me to every tournament out of state. They sacrificed time with my two other brothers so that they could spend time with me at the field. My mom stayed up, all night doing homework with me so that I had the grades to be able to play soccer. It was a dedication thing. And, it's really funny that you mentioned, looking up to people and, looking at, how they act, what they eat. Ronaldo, he only drinks water. He only drinks water. And I've been on straight water for the entire year so far. I'm going to try and keep that as long as I can. And I saw something he said. He said that he believes with every bone in his body that he's the best player of all time. And it's a mindset thing. And growing up, I would sit in the mirror. I was maybe 7, 8 years old, and I would sit in my room, look in the mirror, and tell myself I was the best soccer player in the world, and I was going to be great. And then you go out there and you believe it, and you can play like that. So it really is a mindset thing. It's all about believing in yourself, instilling yourself with confidence. If I firmly believe if you don't believe in yourself, then nobody else will. So.
And from one so young who
Mhm.
knows this now, oh my goodness. Okay, so this is what so many of us in my industry we encourage people to do. Is about belief in yourself. And Dylan, I mean, share with us how old are you? Sharing those words of wisdom. How old are you?
I'm 23. I turned 24 this year, but like I said, I spent almost every waking moment with my parents growing up, and they're amazing people. They've always been supportive of me. They've always had my back, and so I got to grow up watching really good, focused, hardworking people every single day of my life, and so I'm just trying to take after them and follow in the footsteps, and I'm just trying to do something great.
And it's so true because we do, children, they do copy.
Hmm.
And so you have that, and then you've been given other good role models who you
Right.
in the field that you want to be in. So absolutely wonderful. And then I know you've done it yourself. You coached youngsters as well before you've been coaching the adults now. So again, tell me what that was like for you.
Sure, yeah. So I actually started coaching soccer when I was 14 years old. My dad had to do some construction in California. This was right after we moved to North Carolina from California. He had to go back and do some construction, and he asked me to step in. And so I started creating practice plans. I drafted a team of, I think they were 8-year-old boys, and we made it. I think we made it to the semifinals of the Holly Springs, U8 league. And it was an awesome thing to be a part of. And that really showed me that I was good at teaching. I could be a good role model for kids. I could be a good big brother. And that's when my love really took off for coaching. I was the director of coaching at a company called Soccer Shots. And I did that for about 3 years and really honed in on my skills working with ages 2 to 8 years old. I coached at Durham Academy Middle School for 2 years, working with 7th and 8th grade. I helped out a little bit with the Durham Academy High School. And now I'm trying to, get into adults and really just branch out and have skills in all levels of soccer.
Yeah, and I absolutely love that. And because it's so good for our mentality, for our physical health, our mental health, to be moving our bodies. And
Right.
actually, when you think about it, if you're teaching a child the first steps, well, I don't suppose that was too much different from teaching me.
I think that adults they'll pick it up a little bit more. And I'll tell you from experience, coaching adults, there's definitely a lot more attention span coaching adults, but working with the kids, one of my favorite parts about working with the kids is the ones that don't know. And then you're slow and you teach them. And when you see that light bulb go off, that's a blessing to me to know that, your words affected somebody in that positive way. And the patience that you show can really help kids, and so that was my favorite part, is seeing kids figure things out. Hey, my body moves this way, it makes the ball move that way. When I do this, I score a goal, and things like that. And so that was my favorite part about it.
Well, what you're doing, Dylan, as well, you're setting them up for life for playing
Mhm.
sport because so many kids, I remember, everybody runs after the ball. No,
Right.
you've got to go, move out and create space because they need somebody to pass it to. But
Mhm.
all kids run after the ball first of all. It's so funny. You must have seen that. So what you've done is you've taught them how to create space,
Right.
which will go on into basketball, which will go on into volleyball. Every sport where there's a big team sport around a ball or any kind, like with hockey or whatever it is, people have to go into space so
Mhm.
that somebody can pass it. Now, I don't know if you know this, Dylan. I used to coach netball.
Okay.
And the reason, and lacrosse actually, I used to coach lacrosse when I was at school. Now, the reason why I love doing this as an adult with the children, and I think you'll probably agree with me here, is that it's so important for those children to get their wins in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And when you got soccer, I mean, you saw me when I got the ball in the goal, it was, yeah.
Right. High fives all around. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, I did it. I
Mhm.
got it in the corner. And it's like, and then when we're doing that, we're anchoring that feeling in.
Mhm.
Okay. So same when I was coaching netball, and we always won, I'm quite competitive, believe it or not. We always won the cup. Now, these girls, they learned to create space, but not only that, they learned how to work as a team.
Mhm.
And then not everybody's academic. Okay.
Mhm.
And I don't know if you agree with me here, but I believe that school is so much all about academia. And teachers love the kids that can do.
Mhm.
And they kind of like get frustrated with those that are a little bit, like, well, what is that? Might be more curious, or they may
Mhm.
learn in a different way. And sport, though, gets those kids, brings them in, and then when they get those wins, and they feel accomplished in sport in some way, just even if it's working in as a team, and you've got a coach like you who says, yeah, go, great, and then they feel great. Then they go back to school, they feeling great, and then actually they will do better.
Yeah. Yeah. I can tell you from firsthand experience the effect that a positive coach can have on you. I was not a big fan of school growing up. All I wanted to do was play soccer. And like I said, my mom would sit downstairs, until 10 o'clock at night doing homework with me because it was just the last thing on my mind. But I had a coach, his name was Daryl Topalian. I still talk to him to this day. He was that guy for me. He was positive, encouraging, supportive, and just he kept my love for soccer alive. And so him being one of my biggest mentors, I want to make sure I want to do my best to make sure that I can instill that confidence in everybody who steps on the field and learns from me. Make sure that I'm supportive of everybody and making sure I cheer on everybody in all their small wins. I think those are huge. Every small win is massive.
Absolutely. And now you're doing it for adults
Mhm.
who are also all little children inside. And there are so many adults who are like down on themselves, and they come to you, they get to play. It was very, very interactive. It was
Mhm.
so playful. Everybody had smiles on their faces. I did ache the next few days. And it's, I had muscles I didn't know I had, and I don't mind. I actually do stuff as well. So but it was just different muscles, and but it was all through play again. You're
Mhm.
right. The adults are now playing, if you like, with their inner child, but they're getting those wins in, and will get better and better. And you are so good at explaining it, how to do it. I
Mhm.
can't tell you how good you are. I think my husband
Thank
said
you.
that to you, didn't he? He said
Thank you.
you uh, taught the skills so patiently, so
Mhm.
well, and you did it step by step. So I encourage anybody to actually go and just check you out, and it's and give it a go. Because you've got all ages. I mean, haven't you? What ages of adults are you taking in, Dylan?
I'm ready to reach the world with soccer. My expertise is 2 to 62 years old. That's my experience in coaching right now. So, if you have a passion for movement, if you want to build community, if you're just looking to have some fun, meet new people, that's all we're doing. It's soccer, but it's just fun. It's all about fun. It's not about the competitiveness. Some people may get competitive, but we're there to uplift. We're there to build a team. We're there to build a family, and we're going to do that through the game of soccer.
Yeah, you did do that, and so and then everybody anchor those goals in.
Mhm.
So yeah, and actually you're right, because it was only competitive with myself. I did it. And I absolutely love it. So you've got a website, and people
Yes.
can book in their dates and times on that with you.
Right.
Is that
We've
correct?
got we've got Saturday sessions coming up March 22nd. Women's, men's, and co-ed classes. You can go on the website d2sportsnc.com. Go ahead and sign up. I do one-on-one classes as well if you're looking for something more personal. And everything is tailored to you. Whatever you want to accomplish, we're going to help you accomplish. If you're just not ready to run and you need to walk during practice, no one's going to look at you funny. We're going to give you a high five just the same. If you want to pick up the speed and you want to go a little bit crazy, then we're going to find somebody that matches your energy. And so everyone can fit in and everyone can be a part of the soccer community. It's all about inclusivity.
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely. And you're right. And it's a family having fun. And I was buzzing for the rest of the day after that first session. It was just brilliant. And you did it so well. And, you know, I can't thank you enough for you doing what you're doing, because it's just important, you know, it's important stuff. And something different.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Trying to do new things, give people a taste of, what we haven't had. So
yeah, absolutely fantastic. So, Dylan, thank you for being on here. Thank you for watching, everybody. And we'll have your website in the comments and things. So, thank you. Honestly, I think you are absolutely amazing, and you have just come on leaps and bounds, and look at that smile.
thank you,
It's
Flavia. Thank you.
fantastic. You got one of the best smiles out. So
Thank you.
take care, everybody. Thank you for watching. And it's goodbye from me, Claudia Ricard. And it's goodbye from Dylan. There we go. All right. So